Most people believe muscle loss after 50 is inevitable, but that belief is quietly stealing your strength, your balance, and your independence. Today, I'll show you how the right proteins can help aging muscles respond again and feel alive, not fragile. Now, let me explain why this matters so much. After the age of 50, muscle doesn't disappear because you're getting old. It disappears because your body stops responding to the same signals that once worked. You can eat what you've always eaten, move the way you always have, and still feel weaker year after year. That's not failure, it's biology. But here's the good news. Aging muscle is not broken. It's resistant, and resistance can be reversed. When you choose proteins that speak the right biochemical language, proteins rich in leucine, omega-3s, creatine, zinc, and slow-digesting amino acids, you send a clear message to your muscles. Wake up, rebuild, respond. I've seen this again and again in real people in their 60s and 70s. Stronger legs, better balance, more confidence getting out of a chair, less fear of falling. This isn't about bodybuilding. It's about protecting your independence, your energy, and your quality of life. And it starts with what you put on your plate, starting today. Have you ever stood up from your couch and wondered why something that simple feels harder than it did 10 years ago? You're still eating the same way. You're still trying to stay active, walking, moving, maybe even doing light workouts. And yet your body just doesn't respond the way it used to. Your arms look thinner, your legs feel weaker, your grip isn't as strong, and you find yourself getting tired faster, even when you haven't done much at all. If you've ever felt that way, I want you to hear this right from the beginning. You are not lazy, you are not weak, and you are not past your prime. What you're experiencing is something very real, the biological aging of your muscles. My name is Dr. Thomas Reed. I'm 60 years old, and for more than 3 decades practicing medicine here in the United States, I've sat across from thousands of patients in their 50s, 60s, even their 80s. And almost every one of them has said some version of the same thing. Doctor, I'm still eating protein. I'm still taking care of myself, but my muscles just keep disappearing. For many years, medicine answered them with very generic advice. Eat more protein. Exercise more. But the truth is, it's not that simple. I want you to imagine this. When you were 30, your muscles were like a wide open door. A modest amount of protein was enough, and your body knew exactly what to do with it. Build, repair, grow stronger. But by the time you reach your 60s, that door is no longer wide open. Protein still enters your body, but your muscles don't hear the signal the same way anymore. In medicine, we call this anabolic resistance. In plain English, it means this. Aging muscles become stubborn. They stop responding to protein like they used to. And this is what frustrates so many older adults. One of my patients, Margaret, 67 years old, once said to me during a follow-up visit, "It feels like my body is betraying me. I'm doing everything right, but I keep getting weaker." Her lab work looked fine. No serious disease, no severe protein deficiency, but she was eating the wrong kinds of protein for her age. And this is the most important point I want you to understand today. Not all protein is the same. An aging muscle requires very different protein than young muscle. Older muscle needs protein that is easier to absorb, higher in leucine, anti-inflammatory, stronger at activating muscle-building signals, supportive of hormones, nerves, and bones at the same time. Otherwise, much of the protein you eat simply passes through your body without doing its job. I've seen this realization change lives. A 72-year-old man who once had to hold onto a railing just to climb the stairs, after a few months of choosing the right protein sources, was back on the golf course and lifting his grandchild without fear. No miracle drugs, no extreme workouts, just feeding aging muscles what they actually need. In today's video, I'm going to share 7 specific protein sources that research shows can actually reawaken aging muscle. These are not the foods you hear about in commercials, not just eat more meat, and not expensive protein powders. These are foods that I recommend to my patients. I eat myself at 60, and I've seen deliver real, measurable results. If you're worried about losing your strength year after year, losing your independence, or one day not trusting your own body, I want you to stay with me until the end of this video. Because aging is not a sentence, it's a biological challenge. And with the right knowledge, it's a challenge you can fight back against. Let's begin. Now, I want us to slow down for a moment, not to memorize a list, but to truly understand what your body is asking for now. Because after the age of 50, your muscles don't need more anymore, they need better. I want to begin with a protein many Americans have quietly forgotten: bison. I often tell my older patients this: if there's one meat that can make you stronger without making your heart nervous, it's bison. Bison is a complete protein and naturally rich in creatine. Creatine isn't just for young athletes. In fact, studies show adults over 60 often respond even better to creatine than younger people. Creatine helps muscles produce energy faster, hold strength longer, and most importantly, helps you stand up, walk steadily, and lift everyday objects with confidence. Bison is also low in fat, but rich in heme iron and vitamin B12. These are two nutrients I see missing again and again in older adults who feel tired, weak, or lightheaded. Many people assume, I'm just getting old. But often, their muscles are simply running out of the right fuel. Now let's shift to something completely different: oysters. I know, many people hesitate the moment they hear the word. But if aging muscle could speak, it would beg you to eat oysters. Oysters are the highest natural source of zinc, and zinc is not a small mineral. Without zinc, your body cannot effectively build muscle protein. You can eat plenty of protein, but your muscles won't know what to do with it. Zinc also supports testosterone and growth hormone, both of which quietly decline with age, leaving muscles less responsive. I often joke with patients, oysters won't make you 20 again, but they help your body use what it still has. And one more thing, zinc reduces chronic inflammation, the silent enemy that slowly eats away aging muscle day by day. Next, I want to talk about something simple and deeply underestimated: grass-fed kefir. When I recommend kefir, patients often ask, "Doctor, I need protein. Why are you talking about bacteria?" Here's the truth. Muscle isn't built in the gym. It's built in the gut. Kefir contains easy-to-digest protein and 30 to 40 probiotic strains. When your gut is healthy, amino acids are absorbed efficiently. When your gut is inflamed, much of the protein you eat is wasted. I've seen countless older adults eating enough protein but still losing strength because their digestion simply wasn't working anymore. Kefir reduces whole-body inflammation and supports both muscle and bone at the same time, a powerful combination as we age. Now let's talk about sardines. Sardines are like a small daily medicine for aging muscle. High-quality protein paired with omega-3s, EPA, and DHA, which help break through anabolic resistance, the condition where older muscles stop responding to protein. Simply put, omega-3s help muscles listen again. Add vitamin D, calcium, and B12, and you reduce the risk of falls and loss of balance. One of my 70-year-old patients once told me, "Doctor, I'm not afraid of dying. I'm afraid of falling." Sardines help lower that fear. For those who prefer plant-based options, quinoa is a gift. It's one of the rare complete plant proteins, rich in magnesium, essential for proper muscle contraction and relaxation. Low magnesium leads to cramps, weakness, and fatigue. Quinoa also provides leucine and quality carbohydrates, protecting muscle glycogen, especially important if you stay lightly active. In the evening, before bed, I often recommend Greek yogurt. Why? Because it's rich in casein, a slow-digesting protein that feeds your muscles all night long. Your muscles don't sleep when you do. They repair. Greek yogurt is easier to digest than regular milk and supports muscle, bone, and the nervous system. It's a small habit with big long-term rewards. Then there's Atlantic mackerel, one of the foods I personally eat most often in my 60s. Extremely high in omega-3s, loaded with vitamin D, B12, and CoQ10. CoQ10 fuels muscle cells, and it declines sharply with age. Mackerel doesn't just help muscles survive, it helps them function younger. Tempeh is another powerful option, a fermented plant protein rich in leucine and easy to digest. It nourishes muscle while supporting gut health, the foundation of long-term muscle repair. Then there are whole eggs, one of the biggest nutritional misunderstandings. Many people eat only egg whites, but research shows whole eggs stimulate muscle growth more effectively. The yolk contains choline, which supports the nerve-muscle connection. Strong muscles need healthy nerves. Finally, chicken thighs, with the skin. They're soft, easy to chew, and richer in myoglobin and carnosine than chicken breast. This is a practical, realistic choice for older adults. Protein combined with healthy fat improves vitamin absorption and overall strength. If you've been listening and thinking, maybe my body still has a chance, remember this: aging muscle is not broken. It's just waiting for the right signal. And that signal starts on your plate. Before we end today, I want to leave you with one simple thought. Aging is not a sudden event. It's a series of small choices we make every day. What you eat, how you move, and whether you believe your body is still capable of change. If this video helped you see your muscles and your health a little differently, please take a moment to click the like button. It tells YouTube that this message matters, and it helps more people your age find information that truly supports them. If you know a friend, a spouse, or a family member who's been feeling weaker, more tired, or less confident in their body, share this video with them. Sometimes one shared conversation can change the direction of someone's health. I'd also love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell me, which of these foods surprised you the most? Or what changes have you already noticed in your strength as you've gotten older? And finally, if you value calm, science-based conversations about healthy aging, subscribe to this channel. We're building a community here. People who believe that getting older doesn't mean giving up strength, independence, or dignity. Thank you for spending these minutes with me today. Take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. I'll see you in the next video.